this lecture video, we are going to discuss about the introduction concept of human resource management, human resource development, and personal management in industrial relations. Now let's see the lecture objectives. To understand the basic concepts of human resource management and to know the objectives and scope of human resource management, and also the aware about different concepts of human resource management. Also able to understand the objectives and scope of human resource management. Now let's see the human resource management concepts. So what is human resource management? Human resource management is a process of managing human resources of an organization in tune with the vision of top management. So there are different resources that are available for the organizations. One of the main important resource for any organization is human resource. So we need to handle the human resource very carefully, because unlike the other resources, human resources are very much valuable for the organization. So now the human resource management undertakes the task of such an activity to handle the human resources in the organization with a vision to the top management of the organization. So whatever the organization is going to achieve in the future, so with that particular vision, they are going to handle the human resources to realize those whatever visions for the organization. In other words, it is through the human resources the management attempts to convert its vision and mission into action. So unless and until we have the effort from the human resources, there is no way or possible for achieving the vision statement or a mission statement of the organization. So it is the human resources responsibility to make realization of the company's vision or a mission statements to be real. Among all factors of management, human resource management is the human factor that is very dynamic, and this is to be carefully identified, developed, and able to reach the organizational goals. So now here, human resource management is a human factor, because unless the unlike the other important other sources of resources of the organization, human resources are related to people, and it's very dynamic because it change very frequently, because you're trying to handle the people emotions, people behavior, attitudes, so that's why it's very dynamic, that they can change dynamically. So that you need to handle these people and carefully identified and develop the human talent, and finally make use of these all to realize the organizational goals. Now let us see the objectives of human resource management. The primary objective of human resource management is to ensure the availability of right people for the right jobs, so as to organizational goals are achieved effectively. So there are different organizational goals are available for the organization, but these goals must be realized only by placing the right people at the right time. So so while we place the right people for the right jobs, so people will be the task will be performed more efficiently, and so that more of synergetic effect will be added to the organization, and finally organizational goals are accomplished very effectively. That is why the human resource management targets the placing the right people for the right jobs. Even though this could be the primary objective for the human resource management, there are other specific objectives related to human resource management, starting from to help the organization to achieve its goal effectively and efficiently by providing competent and motivated employees. So employees for the organization must be always motivated and dedicated towards the work. So who will ensure this motivation and dedication towards the work? Human resource management. So human resource management by way of their training and their different tasks, they are trying to put the people more motivated, and finally they try to achieve the goals more effectively. and to utilize the available human resources effectively. So wherever the human resources are available, the human resources must be utilized effectively so that the effective work can be drawn from the people, and the organization would be benefited. To increase to the fullest the employees' job satisfaction and self-actualization. So this is very important. If you want to retain the people for a longer period of time in the organization, definitely we need to satisfy them with whatever the offerings that is made by the organization. You need to ensure the job satisfaction for the people. So once the people or the employees feel the job satisfaction, so that they will put their heart and soul for the work what they are doing, and finally the actual output will be very much effective, and finally self actualization also will be possible for the people who are working with your organization, and nothing else is required for the organization to improve for them. So that is why people will put their full length or effort for the organizational development, because you are providing the job satisfaction and also the self-actualization by the way of offerings that the company is doing for them. So that's why it is also one of the objective for the human resource management, to develop and maintain the quality of work life. This is very important. When you look at the people when they go for very new jobs or interviews, always the employer says that our company is of a kind of environment what we maintain is wherein you will get the quality of work life, and your life will be better, and you will be habituated with good things. So work life would be better. In that way they try to motivate and try to convince the people to join in the organization. So this is very important. So quality of work life ensured by the organization, so that people who join with the organization will work more and more period of time, and so that the people who come from the other places from other origins or other places who come forward and try to join with your organization, and try to get stabilized in the organization, work for a more period of time, and so that in the organization can achieve the personal desires and also the social situation. To help maintain ethical policies and behavior inside and outside the organization. So very important for the organization to survive in the environment is to be ethical. So far the organization goes on ethical, so that people accept your organization, and that this organization is genuine and work for the people, and finally you will get the belief of people, and your organization can excel. So ethical policies such are very important. Even the employees also believe the organization only when you follow the ethical policies or ethical practices and behavior inside and outside the organization. Not only the ethical practices to be followed outside, but also you should follow the ethical practices inside the organization as well, for getting the belief of the people, and so that people will believe you, employees will believe you, and finally you will excel being an organization. So again, this is again ensured by the human resource management, because you will provide such kind of environment in the organization by way of policies and practices that you maintain by way of human resource management, and you will provide this. And also to establish and maintain cordial relations between the employees and management. This is one of the important aspect in every organization, that the relationship between the employees and the employer is of very important. So if this ensured, then there won't be a problem of labor problems, or like any disputes between the management and the employees, and so that employees will be happy when the relations are good. And in the same way, to establish the kind of cordial relationship between the employees and the employer, human resource management plays a very critical role. That's why this is also one of the important objective for the human resource management. And to reconcile the individual or group goals with the organizational goals, this is again one of the important task, because individual goals, everyone have their own individual goals. So only when the individual goals are matched with the organizational goal, there you will get the synergetic effect, and the people gets motivated for the work what they are doing it, and they ensure the good performance in their roles or tasks what they perform, and finally it will improve the output of the organization. Now let's see the scope of human resource management. To what extent the human resource management can be helpful for the organization in what ways. So personal human resource management has its importance in controlling. So where in the organization there you are supposed to control different aspects related to human resources, like human resource audit. So human resource audit is performed every year or annually or biannually, will be performed, or even sometimes internal audits can be done, external audits can be done, but human resource audits also a kind of control measure taken by the human resource management and in the organization. And also human resource accounting. So you need to maintain for whatever the things that you do it in the human resource management, you need to maintain records for that. If you provide training, you need to maintain record. If you if you recruit the people, you need to maintain records as why this gap for the filling of jobs has happened, and how you have filled up the gap, and what is the vacancy position. So all this auditing, accounting must be maintained. And a human resource information system. So again, there are a lot of information systems that are available, and of such one of the important information system is human resource information system. So which is also a part of the organization software, which is also related to the control measures related to human resource management. So this is where as far as the control measures are concerned, there is a great scope for the human resource management. And then acquisition. So acquisition is basically the attracting the people for the organization, like human resource planning. So you should plan the human resources, what there is a need for whether there is a need for the organization for the human resources, and identifying the need, and going for the recruitment and selecting the candidates, and finally acquiring the candidates for the different roles in the organization as a one of the part of human resource management. There is a scope in acquisition as well, and there is a scope even in the development as well. So once you recruit the people, you need to develop them in terms of their skill level, or in terms of their their position level. You need to ensure their development. So for that you need to provide training or career development activities like workshops or training programs. You need to provide that, and also organization development and internal morality also to be maintained for the development of the individuals who join in the organization. So as part of as far as the development part of the human resources, also there is a scope for human resource management. And when it comes to the maintenance side, so you need to maintain different aspects related to human resource management, like remuneration, how much remuneration that you are paying, you need to maintain that. And motivation, how do you motivate the people, whether you provide monetary benefits to the employees or non-monetary benefits to the employees to get the right motivation from the employees. Also providing health and safety, in what way that you are ensuring the health and safety of the people who join in the organization. And to provide social security, what measures that you are taking for the people. And also industrial relations, to maintain the industrial relations, what practices and procedures that you are following. And performance appraisal way, what performance appraisal that you are following for the the maintenance of the different the aspects related to human resource management. So in this way, as far as the control control mechanism is concerned, or the acquisition is concerned, development, maintenance are concerned, there is a great scope for the human resource management in the organization. Now let's see human resource development. What is called a human resource development? Human resource development, HRD, is the integrated use of training and career development efforts to improve the performance of an individual or a group, as well as overall organizational effectiveness. So the ultimate goal of human resource development is the organizational effectiveness. So how do we ensure this organizational effectiveness through this HRD? Is providing the integrative use of the training and career development efforts. So we need to provide training to the employees so that the employee skill level will be improved, and also provide some career development efforts. So you need to provide some kind of workshop wherein you motivate the employees related to their career. So people, when they join in the organization, they expect their career. So how the career in this particular field or in the organization can be, so they will expect. And also it is your responsibility from the HRD that you will ensure the career development of each and every employee of the organization. So all this means the integrated use of the human resource, training and career development programs finally to achieve the organizational effectiveness is human resource development. And how it be benefited means it develops the competencies that the employees need to perform current jobs and prepares them for the future roles through planned learning activities. So every day the environment is getting changed. So people are updated with the latest techniques of doing tasks. Let's say you take the example of banking systems long back and the present. In the long back, most of the banks, especially the government sector banks, have maintained the paper-based documents. But right now, most of the things that are going online. So now the banks are using, computers, and people are eventually they are supposed to learn the systems, how to perform the tasks on computer, how to maintain records on computer, how to authenticate various documents through the online mode, and how to provide services for the customers in the online mode. In that way, the people are trained, and right now most of the sectors, even in the industry, even in the banks, government sector also, people who joined long back 50 years also been trained for the different tasks to be performed on the computers, and now they are being working on computers only. So this way we don't know what kind of need arises for the people to be performing. So human resource development ensures that human resource development continuously analyzes what are the current need for the training for the employees, what are the future needs for the training of the employees, providing such kind of training and ensuring such kind of skills for the employees, and finally matching the needs from the employees side to the organizational aspects. So this human resource development. Now let's see the difference between human resource management and personal management in industrial relations. Human resource management is HRM is the management of employees' skills, knowledge, ability, talents, and attitude. So it is related to human resource management is about the employee skills, knowledge, ability, and talents. But whereas personal management is the management of people who are employed. So it is just a management of people at the workplace. But whereas HRM is the management of the employees' skills, their knowledge, their ability, and their talents and their attitudes, etc. So the human resource management has its broader perspective than the personal management. But again in the human resource management, employees are treated as a resource. Employee is treated as a resource. But whereas in the personal management, employees are treated as a commodity. So where they just used for the work and they will be left. But in the human resource management, employees are treated as a resource and always try to ensure the resources to reach the organizational objectives. And HRM, where an employees in HRM is treated not only as an economic man but also as a social and psychological man. This is very important for treating the employees. So now HRM ensures that the employees are not only treated as an economic resource, but also they will be treated as a social and psychological man. But whereas in the personal management, employees are treated as only the economic man, and his services are exchange of wages and salary. They count the services of the employees in terms of wages and salaries. But in the organizational perspective, when you look at them, people must be given some value, and they must their social behavior and their psychological aspects also must be taken into consideration to get the full length satisfaction of the employees. So that's why the personal management, HRM is more important than the personal management. And also employees are used as multiple mutual benefits of organizations and employees and their family members. So now here human resource management not only use the benefits, the human resource management also considers the their family members are also as equally as their employees. But whereas the employees are only used for organizational benefits and there is nothing else where in the case of human personal management. So that is the difference between HRM and PMIR. And then HRM is a strategic management function, so it involves the goals and setting up of goals through a long-term plan and all. But whereas in the personal management, it is treated as only as an auxiliary function, but not as a whole kind of thing. That is what the main difference between human resource management and the personal management. So let me conclude this topic by saying the human resource management is one of the functions of management. Among all the factors of your management, human resource management is the human factor, and that is very dynamic. And that is the reason why it is to be carefully identified, developed to achieve the organizational goals for the at the end. Now let's have a small quiz on this particular topic. DAS is the process of managing the human resources of an organization in tune with the vision of top management, human resource management. PMIR stands for personal management and industrial relations. HRD and HRM both are same. Do you agree with this statement? No, it's false. So that's for the disclaimer. Thank you very much.